Here is Miky, the guitar. Some of you have seen him before, some of you haven't. It all depends on when you subscribed, or if you're even subscribed. If you're not subscribed, do it. Haha, you thought I would throw the pick at you. Video is already off the rails. No, but seriously, yeah. This guitar has some things that I have shared with you and will be repeats for some of you. And this guitar has some things that I haven't shared with you. So, let's see. I am plugged into the microphone. No, I'm plugged into the guitar. Yes, I'm plugged into the guitar. The guitar is plugged into the camera. God damn it. Maybe this was a stupid idea, the whole recording this all in one go. I'm sorry. No, seriously. I'm trying this out, and let me know in the comments below if it's annoying and distracting. I feel like it's a little bit distracting already, because I feel like I want to play the guitar and I'm not focusing at all on what I'm doing with the camera. But I feel like you could blend maybe somehow the, you know, recording the guitar and the recording the talking part in a way that is more interesting than just, you know, showing one clip and then the other clip and so on. But anyway, let's jump into what this guitar really is. So, this guitar is obviously a Harley Benton kit. And if you've been subscribed for a while, you've seen me build this. Well, you didn't actually see all of it, because you just saw when I was done with the kit in a way. Because the thing is, there is StewMac has this build series when they are fixing or working on Mike Bloomfield's guitar, and when I saw that many years ago when they first released it, I remembered how it was being left-handed, which I am. Obviously, you probably can tell from the guitar. But yeah, that it can be really hard to find good quality, nice guitars, and that sometimes what you need to do is you need to take a right-handed guitar and you just need to take it apart and find a way to flip it around so that it's still an awesome guitar, just, you know, now a left-handed awesome guitar. And so I thought to myself, maybe I can just somehow, because I've done it a couple of times already, I've you know, for a long time it was what I did, basically, or it felt like that. So I thought maybe I can just, yeah, I can find a way to do a video series about that and do something fun. So I got one of those kit guitars and I put it together, and I did everything I could to like look at pictures and mimic the relicking and the wear and the way the lacquer had changed color and things like that, so that it would look like Mike Bloomfield's guitar. I did some obvious changes, like this one here, for example, it's a lot thinner on his guitar, and some of the relic pattern is more random in their shape than his. So if you look at, you know, if you go back and you look at the guitar when I started modding it, I feel like you can tell that it's supposed to be his guitar, but it doesn't look, you know, like a one-to-one perfect match. And yeah, I just started to make those videos where I just changed the body, and the idea was basically like you can watch each episode and just go as far as you want to be comfortable with the guitar. The idea was that reshaping the horn in a better way than what happened to this guitar. I kind of just had the guitar laying for a while, and I was thinking of what I wanted to do with it, and, you know, what I was gonna do, because I have a lot of guitars, and so it was kind of weird to just have this guitar without any reason to have it, because some of my other guitars, if you saw my last Guitar Stories video where I showed you Mr. Burns, which was the thing I recorded just before I started recording this thing. Obviously you can see because of the green screen and things like that. Like, the guitar is made to fill some sort of purpose in some sort of experiment or something. And this guitar is just, it's just a kit guitar with, you you know, no good parts or nice parts, and no real good pickups or anything. Obviously at the time. Now it has other pickups, and I actually kind of like these pickups for what they are. Definitely better than the ones that came with the kit, which says a lot, because these pickups, I think they were like 14 euros or something like that. I don't really remember, but somewhere around there. But anyway, so I had the guitar just lying around, and I played it a little bit, but it wasn't, you know, there was no reason to play it, and was no real interest in it. And since I'm making, or trying to make, a lot of videos, and I'm trying to stay up to date, you know, and not do one video every other week, or maybe once a month, or, you know, randomly like that, but I'm trying at least to have a video for, you know, every week, or 2 or 3 or 1 a day. Which I don't know, maybe that's annoying. I'm always going to like secondhand shops, and I'm looking online, and I'm trying to find interesting and fun guitars that maybe I can do something fun and interesting with. And I was at my local secondhand shop because they had one of these, you know, music days where they're like, oh, we're selling off all the music things we've collected over the year. And I went there thinking that maybe I can find a guitar or something, and maybe I can do something fun with it. But I wasn't really invested, because I felt I'm definitely not going to find a left-handed guitar, and if I find a right-handed guitar that I can do something with, it's going to be another one of those turning a right-handed guitar into a left-handed guitar, which I feel like I've already done twice now, because I did that SG guitar way back, the gibberish guitar, and I just I thought to myself that, like, you know, I've done this, which is like how I would have done it to a famous guitarist guitar, you know, which I thought was a nice twist on the, you know, turning a right-handed into a left-handed guitar thing. But I can't really come up with any more twists, you know, because if I would have done, you know, if I would have, we say, for example, found a Silver Sky, which, I mean, I obviously wouldn't, because they're very expensive and nice guitars, but if I would have, it would have just been the same thing, basically, like turning, you know, a famous guitarist's guitar into a left-handed guitar. And sure, it would have maybe been fun, and maybe some of you would have liked to see that, but it would have just, you know, been the same thing again. So I walked around there hoping that I would find something else, maybe like a broken pedal or something like that, because then I could have maybe made some fun, you know, modification or repair video about that. But then I just found a left-handed Harley Benton neck, which is the one that is on the guitar here. And then I thought, well, you know, I can continue the series, but make it like a season 2 or something. Like the first one was turning the guitar into a left-handed one, and then the next one would be to like find the parts and do fun mods and experiments to try and make it into something that is actually fun and interesting and unique, which is what we're doing now. The last thing we did was put in new pickups, and I really like these pickups. They're inexpensive, no brand P90s that are humbucker sized. And so yeah, I started, first I just made a video where I put the neck on, but then I was like, you know, touching the neck, and I was feeling the neck, and I was thinking of what I was going to do with the neck, because I knew that I was going to have to do some work to the neck, because it was very chunky and it needed to work and fit together with the body. Because I mean, if you look at this body, I mean, you can have whatever opinion you want about relicking and the way this guitar looks, but this neck, if it was brand new, which it basically looked like, it, you know, on this body, it wouldn't match, it wouldn't work together, it wouldn't feel like they belonged together. So I just, I knew that I was gonna have to do some relicking and some repainting and things like that. And so I also switched out the dots, which I don't remember ever saying anything about that or something, but it got clay dots, and it got you know, a brownish, dirty tint to it with some discolorations, and it's kind of hard to see, but it has a faint, you know, like burn marks and some cracks and some dings and all of that good stuff that a well worn in neck needs. But that meant that, you know, because I wanted to do that, I needed to figure out if I wanted to reshape it. And since it was chunky and kind of I don't want to say uncomfortable, but just not what I wanted for this guitar, because I already have a Telecaster that has a baseball bat kind of a neck. And the reason why it has that is just because that's what I think a Telecaster should be, you know, in a sort of stereotypical way. Obviously you can have a guitar that is whatever you want, but that's what I wanted. I wanted my Telecaster to be a pure Telecaster, you know, feels like it's a real thing. And I'm talking about my Joe Strummer Telecaster now, that you've hopefully seen before. It has a really chunky neck. So yeah, I just I wanted to reshape it basically, and I did so, and I'm gonna share with you now, because there is this tool that you can, that I forgot to bring up. I told myself that I have to have it in the video so I can show it, but it basically looks like a thing that you can press against something and it reshapes it. I'll put in a picture of it on top of myself right now so that you can see what I'm talking about, because obviously I forgot to bring it when I was going to film this. And if you want to build things and use this thing, especially when we're talking about like stealing the profiles of necks for your own things, do that. But remember that you can buy these with metal and you can buy them with plastic, and if you buy the metal ones you can very easily scratch the finish of a neck. Make sure that you buy one that is plastic, because they're usually a little bit softer, so that you can use that instead. Yeah, so now I'm just gonna measure it at like the 2nd fret and at the 12th fret and put up a picture where I've drawn out the lines the way they look, so that you get a better understanding. Because yeah, when I did that, I know I talked to Sean, I think it was, in the comments below about the shape of the neck, but I didn't go that into it, and I feel like I could share what it actually looks like. It's a really comfortable neck and I really like it. And I think like maybe it's not something I'm used to really, but it is something that I'm appreciating for being different. I really like to have guitars that are all their own thing and not so you know, when sometimes it just feels like you have 2 guitars that are the same guitar in every way and you're wondering, well, do I really need both? And sometimes that's exactly what you do. You need sometimes to have 2 guitars that are the same because of like gigging or studio work or something like that, but not everyone, you know, is doing those sorts of things. I mean, I'm not. So for me it's very nice to have every guitar be different in some way, and being blends in between different things and having their own character. And I really like this neck because it's a very thin, comfortable thing. And one of the reasons why it feels so comfortable and thin, because it's not that thin, is just that it's sort of flat. I don't even know what I'm playing. So yeah, that's sort of the story behind the guitar a little bit. There are still going to be things that we change, because I'm starting to realize just how much I don't like these tuners, and I feel like vintage style tuners of some sort of high quality would be really nice. And I want to change out the electronics, put in something a little bit nicer. Not because these are, you know, like really bad, but I feel like there isn't that much movement, and they're kind of clunky. You know, I want something smooth and nice. I think I also want to add a distortion knob, so that I have a tone, a volume, and a distortion, just like I did on my my SG guitar. So yeah, I'm thinking that. And obviously I think we're also going to change the pick guard Not the shape of it or anything like that, but just something that isn't black, because I feel like we're moving away from the black and we're moving into brown instead. And I can't you know, I can't sand this back because it's so thin and it's brittle and it's made out of old trash basically. So I'm gonna have to find something better and more sturdy, because yeah, that's, you know. But anyway, yeah, that's it's basically, you know, it's not a tribute to Mike Bloomfield, which I think some of you might think. I'm not actually a Mike Bloomfield fan, which maybe is shocking. I obviously don't think that he's like a bad guitarist, but it's just like the music doesn't really talk to me. It doesn't speak to me. And I'm not a Dylan fan either, so, you know. But I just like the story of his guitar, and that's what made me want to do the thing that I did. And I just thought it went really good together, you know. So I sort of have a copy guitar of a guitarist I don't really care for, which maybe seems weird and silly to some of you, but it's true. That's, you know, sort of what this guitar is. But I feel like that's no longer really true also, to be honest, because I feel like this is way more my guitar now. I mean, it was always my guitar, and it was, you know, kind of weird maybe to say, but it's more my guitar now, because it looks nothing like a Telecaster to me. And also, I mean, I don't play like him, I don't play that kind of music, I don't play like any that style. And there's gonna be more videos about this guitar. I feel like it has a fun story, because its story is so ingrained with the channel and with talking to you who are subscribed and listening to what you think. So yeah, it has a different kind of story than some of my other guitars. It's a very much its own thing. And I'm actually surprised over how much I really like this guitar. And yeah, it is very much a kit guitar in some ways, but in other ways it's very much some sort of like, I don't know, passionate love project. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything more that I should say about this guitar. Wow. You're gonna have to ask me questions about the guitar if there's anything you want to know, because yeah, it also has my new logo. I alluded to this guitar having the new logo in my Mr. Burns video, where I talked about my second logo and my first logo. I'm gonna see if I can find a guitar that has the first logo. I think I have a guitar that has that one tucked away, because it's a right-handed guitar. But yeah. Yeah, I think that's all there is to know about this guitar at the moment. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the guitar, if you like the guitar, if you've seen all the videos. I'm going to link them in the description below, so if this is the first thing you see about the guitar and you want to see the videos but you don't know what to look for, they'll be linked below. It's the, you know, how I would have built Mike Bloomfield's guitar or something like that. It should probably be, you know, how I would have reshaped Mike Bloomfield's guitar or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Any questions you have about the guitar, or what you think about the guitar, if you like the guitar. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Stay awesome and cool, and don't forget to do something. I don't know. My allergies are kicking in, so I think we're going to call it a day. stay awesome and cool, and go and play guitar, because it's a really nice sunny day. It's beautiful outside. Even if my allergies are kicking in, I won't let that stop me from enjoying the day. And you shouldn't let that stop you either, because it's my allergies. So yeah, see you in the next video.